from any base. So that will be 1 times 4 plus 1 times 4 plus 1 times 4 plus 3 times 4. So from the back, 0, 1, 2, 3. So that will be 1 times 4 raised to power 3 is what? 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4, that is 64. 64 plus 1 times 4 raised to power 2, that's 4 times 4, that's 16. Plus 1 times 4 raised to power 1, that is 4. Plus 3 times anything raised to power 0, that is 1. So 1 times 64 is 64. Plus 1 times 16, 16. Plus 1 times 4, 4. Plus 3 times 1, 3. So if you add all of these things together, you're going to have 87 base 10. So this one gives us 87 base 10. You can add them normally, the way we used to add our normal numbers. That will be 487 plus 87. So you can add them normally. 7 plus 7, 14. Write 4. 14. No, we write 4. We keep 1. Right? So that one, 8 plus 8, 16. Plus 1, 17. Write 7. We keep 1. That one, you add it to the 4 here. That's 5. So that is 574. After you've added it, they said our answer should be in base 6. Because this 574 is in base 10. So you are going to convert it to base 6. To base 6. So anytime you are converting from base 10 to base 6, you divide. Anytime you are converting from base 10 to any base, it's not even ordinary base 6. Anytime you are converting from base 10 to any base, you divide. But anytime you are converting from any base to base 10, you multiply. Like the one we did before. What kind of division? 6. So you're going to do something like this. That will be 574 divided by 6. Divided by 6. So how many 6 will 6 cannot go in 5. So you say 6 in 57. 6 in 57 is going to give us 9. Because 6 times 9 is 54. 9, remember 3. That 3 you put it in front of this 4. And 6 in 34. What 6 in 34? That is 5. Because 6 times 5 is 30. 5. But it will remain 4. Now write the remainder here. Remainder 4. You divide it again by 6. 6 in 9. That's 1. Remainder 3. That 3, put it in front. How many 6 will I see in 35? That will be 6 times 5. Because 6 times 5 is 30. That's 5. Remainder 5. 6 in 15, that is 2. 2 remainder what? 3. Because 6 times 2 is 12. Remainder 3. And 6 in 2, it cannot go. So you write 0. Now write remainder 2. You bring what is here. You come in here. So the way we used to arrange it, anytime you do, you start your answer from the down. That will be 2, 3, 5, 4, base 6. So that is the answer for the additions. So that is all about the additions. If you have any questions, or you can put it down under the comment. Let's take a look at the subtractions very fast. Now, example 1. Evaluate evaluate 2213 base 4 minus 1031 base 4. Now, the way we should arrange it, 2213 1031 base 4. In the subtraction, we have to be very careful. When I said, 3 minus 1 is 2. Anytime it is possible like that, you write it down like that. You don't have any problem. 3 minus 1 is 2. But 3 here. We can actually remove 1 from 3 and it will remain 2 here. But here, it is not possible. You cannot take away 3 from 1. What do we do here? In this kind of number-based subtractions, what do we do? We don't borrow 1 in the front. We borrow base. we borrow base. Base is what you borrow. If I borrow base, I will carry base is 4. You are going to add your base with what you have here. That means my base is 4. That is plus 4. I get that. So that is 1 plus 4. That is 5. It's already 5 now. So 5 minus 3. That is 2. But mind you, anytime you carry base, whatever in the front will be subtracted or reduced by 1. Anytime you carry base, whatever in the front will be reduced by 1. Anytime you carry base. So if this one is reduced by 1, so that means 2 minus 1, that is 1. It's going to remain 1. So 1 minus 0 is 1. It's possible. 1 minus 0 is possible. That is 1. Now because, why this one is reduced by 1, let me say it again. Because you carry base here. And anytime you carry base, number in front will be reduced by 1. So it's going to remain 1 here. So 1 minus 0 is 1. Don't forget, I didn't carry base to this place. So since I don't carry base to this place, nothing will tamper with this one. So this one is still remain its own 2. So 2 minus 1, that is 1. So the answer is 1, 1, 2, 2. So let's take a look at another one. Evaluate 1, 1, 0, 0 base 2 minus 1, 1 base 2. 1, 1, 0, 0 base 2 minus 1, 1 all in base 2. Now, like I said earlier, I said we cannot take away 1 from 0. It's not possible. What do? We carry base. We borrow base. If I borrow base, this 0 will become 2. So 1 minus 2, that is 1. And I've told you, anytime you carry base, anything in front will be subtracted by 1. Now we have 0 in the front. How can 0 be subtracted by 1? You know that actually 0, we cannot take away 1 from 0. So you carry base. But don't forget, because you carry base here, whatever that is in here will be reduced by 1. S minus 1. Because I carry base. So this guy remain 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Don't forget I carry base here. Anytime I carry base, whatever in the front will be reduced by 1. So this one is 1 already. So 1 minus 1, that will be 0. Since I don't carry base here, so this one still remains intact. 1 minus nothing is 1. Again, let me re-explain. 1 cannot be subtracted from 0. It's not possible. So you have to borrow base. That's the base that you see here. So this one has turned to 2. And 2 minus 1 is 1. And I've told you, anytime you borrow base, whatever in the front will be reduced by 1. But we have 0. Are you getting that? So we know that we are going to carry base already. So I carry base. Because I carry base here, that 2 will be reduced by 1. So it's going to remain 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Don't forget, I carry base here. So whatever here will be reduced by 1. So which is 1 minus 1, that is 0. Don't forget, I didn't carry base here. So this one remains intact. 1 minus nothing is 1. So that's how we got this. Okay, example 3. X and Y in the subtraction below. Four, 2, 4, 3 minus 1, 3, x, 4, y, 3, 4, 4. Now, they said find x and y in the subtraction below. The subtraction is carried out in base 5. Carried out in base 5. The base is given to us in the exam, in the question. So that means base 5. We know that the subtraction is carried out in base 5. How do you now get it? Now, I told you we cannot take away 4 from 3. It's not possible. That means when they did the borrow base, that means 5 plus 3 is 8. And you know, 8 minus 4 will be 4. And I told you, anytime they carry base, the number in front will be reduced by 1. Definitely, this guy has turned to 3 because they carry base here. This guy will be turned to 3. It's going to be reduced by 1. Now, if this guy is 3 and they got 4 here, what do you think it will be here? Actually, what do you think it will be our x? This guy is 3. And if this guy is 3 and they got 4, that means to me, I believe that if 4 is here, if they borrow base, if they add base to this 3, this thing is going to become 8 because 5 plus 3 is 8. So what do you not think they will put here? They will subtract from 8. That will give them 4. It's not 4, it's 4. So that means our x is going to be 4. Let me repeat myself. The questions come like this. They said we should find x and y in the subtraction below, and the thing carried out in base 5. How do we do that? I told us 4 cannot be subtracted from 3. It's not possible. What do? We carry base, we borrow base here, and the 5 plus 3 is 8. So if I take away 4 from 8, it's going to give me 4. And I told you, anytime you borrow base, the number in front is going to be reduced by 1. So definitely this one has turned to 3. And if this guy has turned to 3, so what can I put here that if I subtract, it will give me 4? And don't forget, I'll borrow base. If I borrow base to that 3, so that will be 5 plus 3, that is 8. What will I remove from 8? That will give me 4. It is 4. That means x is 4. Don't forget, once I borrow base here, I carry base to this place. This guy will also be reduced by 1. So that means these two are turned to 1. And they get 3 here. That means they borrow base again. That means 5 plus 1, that is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. And as soon as they borrow base here, this one will be reduced by 3. I guess now. And if this guy is reduced by 1, and it's going to remain 3. 3 minus 1 is going to be 2. So that means my y is 2. I believe we all got that. So before we go to proper to divisions, I want us to do division before multiplication. But let's take a look at number bases. Example 1. Simplify 1, 2, 2, 2 over 1, 0, 2, 0, 1 in base 3. Though there are many ways that people can do division, but this is the simplest and cheapest way that anyone and everyone can get. Now, anytime you are doing divisions, in the simplest way I'm going to introduce, convert this one to base 10, the numerator to base 10, and the denominator to base 10. And I told you, if you are converting anything from any base to base 10, you multiply. So the numerator is 1, 2, 2, 2, base 3 to base 10. Now I've told you, anytime you are converting any base to base 10, you multiply. That will be 1 times 3 plus 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3. Actually, there are teachings that we are still going to be doing. So to explain this base 10 to base 2, different bases, how to convert it. But the teachings are still going to be, we are going to be doing that one later. So we multiply everything by 3. That means 0, 1, 2, 3. That's the first thing. The numerator you convert to base 10. 1 times 3 raised to power 3, that is 27. 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 times 3, that is 3 raised to power 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. Plus 2 times 3 raised to power 2, that is 3 times 3, that's 9. Plus 2 times 3 raised to power 1, that is 3. Plus 2 times 3 raised to power 0, that's 1. Any 3 raised to power 0 is 1. So 1 times 27, that is 27. Plus 2 times 9, 18. Plus 2 times 3, that's 6. Plus 2 times 1, that's 2. So if you add all of these things together, you are going to have 53. That means 53 base 10. So this one has given us 53 base 10. So we are going to convert this one also to base 10. 0, 1 from base 3 to base 10. So that will be 1 times 3 plus 0 times 3 plus 2 times 3 plus 0 times 3 plus 1 times 3. So from the back, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 times 3 raised to power 4, that is 81. No, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. It's going to give us 81 like this. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. 27 times 3 is going to give us 81. Like 27 times 3. 3 times 7, 51. Times 2, 6. That is 81. Plus 0 times 3 raised to power 3, 27. Plus 2 times 3 raised to power 2, 9. Plus 0 times 3 raised to power 1, that is 3. Plus 1 times n raised to power 0, that is 1. 1 times 81, 81. Plus 0 times 27, 0. 2 times 9, 18. Plus 0 times 3, 0. Plus 1 times 1, 1. So if you add all of these things together, we're going to have 100. 100 base 10. 100. So this one gives us 100 base 10. 53 over 100 base 10. Now, you know, if I divide 53 by 100, so it's going to give me what? 0.53 base 10. Anytime you have converted this one to base 10, you have converted this one to base 10, divide it normally. You divide it. If it gives you decimal number, fine. If it gives you whole numbers, and it gave us 53 base 10, this one also to base 10, we have 100 base 10. So whatever this one gives you, write it. Whatever this one gives you, write it. Divide it normally. If it gives you whole number, fine. If it gives you decimal number, fine. This one give me decimal number, 0.53 base 10. I told you there are teachings that we are still going to be doing under this. How to deal with all these ones very, very well. We are still coming. Now, but for now, let's pay attention and listen carefully. This one give me decimal numbers. And anything this one give you in your base 10, you are going to convert it to the base given to you. We are given base 3. That means I'm going to convert 0.53 base 10 to base 3. Actually, I told you that whenever you are converting from base 10 to base 3, if you could remember, I said it's by divisions. In fact, anytime you are converting base 10 to any base, not only base 3, it's by divisions. But because of the decimal numbers here, divisions, I'm going to introduce the cheaper way of doing the decimal number like this, base 10 to base 3 in divisions. And how do I do it? If we have whole number, straight, let's say we have ordinary 53, base 10 to base 3, just do your division straight. And whatever you get is your answer. But in this case, when you have decimal number like this, how do you do it from base 10 to base 3? How to do that? Base 10 to base 3. I told you anytime you are converting from base 10 to base 3 is by division. But because of the nature of what we have decimal numbers. How do we do this kind mathematics? You say 0.53 times, see the method I'm going to introduce, 3. And listen good. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. You write this 5. The one that you have here, point, just write it down. Bracket. Don't say you want to multiply this one by this. No, you are less concerned. Whatever you have here, just put it down in the bracket. Use this 3 again. 3 times 9, 27. You write it 7. Now 3 times 5, 15. 15 plus 2, that's 17. You're going to write 7. So the one you have here, just write it down like that. So one more time, because it's 3 times. 3 times 7, 21. What do we write? We write 1. 3 times 7, 21. 21 plus 2, 23. We write 3. So the 2 you have here. So you just drop it down. So our answer for that division is, you start from here. We only concerned with what you have here. 0.112 is 3. So that is the answer for that divisions. Let's take one more under divisions, and we 101. Oh, sorry. Let me call it divide. Divide 101 by 144 is 8. Like I told you, convert this one to base 10. Convert this one to base 10. That'll be 101 base 8 to base 10. So anytime you are converting from any base to base 10, you multiply. 1 times 8 plus 0 times 8 plus 1 times 8. 0, 1, 2. That is 1 times 8 raised to power 2, that is 64. Plus 0 times 8 raised to power 1, that is 8. Plus 1 times any 2 raised to power 0, that is 1. 1 times 64, that is 64. 0 times 8 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. So 64 plus 1 is 65 is 10. So this one has given me 65 is 10. So you convert the second one also to base 10. Base 8 to base 10. That means 1 times 8 plus 4 times 8 plus 4 times 8. 0, 1, 2. 1 times 8 raised to power 2, that is 8 times 8, that is 64. Plus 4 times 8 raised to power 1, that is 8. Plus 4 times 8 raised to power 0 is 1. 1 times 64, 64. Plus 4 times 8, 32. Plus 4 times 1, 4. So if you add all of these things together, it's going to give us what? 100. Base 10. Don't give me 100. Base 10. 101 by 144, and it has given us what? 65 over 100, or in base 10. Now when you have something like this, so if you divide 65 divided by 100, it's going to give you 0.65. So you know 100 cannot go in 65. You borrow 0. The 0 you borrow is 0. Point 100 is 600. That is 6, and then that is 65, because it's going to remain 5. So it's going to give us 0.65 base 10. And I've told you, this one also give us decimal. Assuming it give us whole number, what we do is just that, convert it straight to base 8, from base 10 to base 8 by divisions. Because of the decimal, that is why I'm introducing that another way of doing it. So when we are converting from 0.65 base 10 to base 8, like I told you, in our coming teachings, I'm going to be dealing with how to do with all these, both whole number and decimals, base to another base. We're going to be dealing with those ones, but let's just pay attention to this one for now. 0.65 base 10 to base 8. How do we do that? Zero 0.65 from base 10 to base 8. Can introduce that multiplication I did the other time. 0.65 times 8. Are you getting it? So I said 8 times 5, 40. What do you write? You write 0, keep 4. 8 times 6, 48. And 48 plus 4. 8 plus 4, that is 12, Fabi. 12, keep 1. That's 52. Write it 2. So this 5, just put it in front. Point. Put your 5 in front. You can bracket it. Use the 8 again. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 2, 16. Write a 6. The one you got, just drop it in. I guess you can use that one more time. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 6, 48. Write 8. So the 4 you get, just drop it there. That's all. So the answer, like I told you again, if it is not decimal, just use division method like this. From anything when you are doing from base 10 to any base, you do this thing, and you are going to get your answer if it is not decimal. But because of decimal, that's why I'm introducing this method. So your answer is going to be what? You start from here, 0.514 base 8. So that is the answer for this. So thank you so much. So in our coming teachings, I'm going to be teaching on multiplications, and there's some ways finding how to find the unknown letters, the number bases, and how to mix both additions, subtractions, multiplication, and divisions together, and how to convert from one base to another, both whole number and decimal numbers. Just stay awake, and thank you so much. You can help us is by subscribing to this channel, like it, share it, and God will help you. Subscribe. Thank you so much.